Episode 7, Dudes and Friends podcast. The dude Ruben joined today, like always, that dude Brandon. What's up, Brandon?
What's going on? Happy to be here. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Let's go. We reached the final four in the NFL playoffs, man. Dude, final four, that's a big deal. But, obviously in keeping with me and you, man, that's equally important is, all the movie trailers that we've talked about over and over. 2, 3 weeks away from the official Doomsday trailer. Is that about right?
I think so. I think we're like a few weeks away. Yeah, I mean, no like official announcement, but I feel like they'll drop their first trailer on the Super Bowl. I think maybe one reason why they wouldn't is they just wouldn't want it to overshadow Spider-Man, but I don't think they're gonna have a choice in that. I think like they're gonna drop a trailer before Spider-Man comes out anyway. It's gonna overshadow it anyways. It's Doomsday, so I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised though. I think you got so many eyes on the Super Bowl. You don't have another big event like that really before. So, yeah, I'd go for it.
Dude, I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I think the rumor out there floating is that there's going to be 6 trailers that are dropped during the Super Bowl. Doomsday, Spider-Man, Toy Story 5, the new Minions movie. Um, what's the other one? Super Mario Brothers, the new Super Mario Brothers. And then the sixth one, is it the Odyssey? Not, I don't know if it's the Odyssey.
Could be the Odyssey. Yeah, could be. Um, yeah, Disclosure Day already dropped their trailer.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary's dropped a trailer. That's another big summertime movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe
Supergirl.
Supergirl's already dropped the trailer and a
They
teaser.
they dropped their little teaser today. Yeah, Lobo teaser, which is cool.
Yep,
Um,
insert Lobo video right here. That was a pretty cool reveal right there.
yeah, man. I think he literally just looks like the character. It's great. Like it's super weird. So he's a real life comic character. I think he's gonna be really good in the movie. That's what I wanted to see in like the original trailer. I wanted to see a lot of him. I think we got a perfect amount in this one. I don't want to see any more now. I can't wait for the movie. But dude, it was good timing because I feel like DC or not DC. I feel like Marvel's just been controlling all the talk lately. Like they've
Yeah.
been overpowering everything, and this was a good little nugget to throw at us, get us a little distractor.
Jason Momoa is like on its own, he seems like an action character or a comic book character.
Yeah,
Right? That's why him like Aquaman makes so much sense. That's why Lobo makes so much sense. He's playing Blanca in Street Fighter. Like that kind of makes sense. Dude, so
yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's in the Minecraft movie. I mean, he just has that very like obviously he has a superhero figure, but like a comic book, like comedic personality to him.
I've been hearing a lot about like how the movie starts off with a bang. This is supposed to be the most action-packed Avengers movie that there's going to be. Movie ends with a bang. So, I mean, I've heard. I think I had brought up a little bit about like the OG like run where like run out of I think it's run out of time comic run where like the incursions are happening and it's the Illuminati group like from Multiverse of Madness, few
Mhm.
extra um characters that weren't like few differences, but they're basically destroying other worlds to protect their own so that their world isn't destroyed, but they're killing like millions of people or billions of people at a time. But with the start of this movie, is what I've heard, is that replacing that role, we know like the movies aren't completely aligned with the comics. Like Civil War is slightly different. Age of Ultron was slightly different. But with this one, I've heard that the X-Men is actually the group that's replaced the Illuminati, and they're the ones that are destroying worlds. And the beginning of this movie shows the X-Men fighting Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man on his world. And that's how the movie starts, and it shows like them destroying his world. But like I don't know if he dies. That's a theory that I've heard, but I've heard a lot of different sources talk about that. And I know I'm like 90% sure Tobey Maguire's in the movie. I've heard that from a lot of
Yeah,
people. So I don't know. So it's
I've
just
heard seen that too. Yeah,
yeah, I've seen that a ton. So like it seems like it's accurate. I've seen a lot of stuff on that this movie's supposed to be insane. I've heard a couple people that know the script, like on this John Campea show, big movie show, they're talking about how um like it's just unreal how much action's going on. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but yeah, no, it seems like it's going to be crazy and it's going to be full throttle. But what do you think about? Does that sound like that would be possible?
yeah. I mean, like I could see again, right? Like we talked about this, how the Russo brothers, like the teasers that they're dropping, like they're not gonna drop any scenes that are important scenes in the movie or like that come later in the movie, right? Very similar to Endgame. I feel like, I guess to your point, like that X-Men scene, like the X-Men trailer where, Cyclops is down there, with the Sentinels in the background. Like I could see that being a scene in the first 10 minutes of the movie. And who's to say like, but what if that is in Maguire's world? Um, yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
And I don't think I'm what I'm most curious about is how this is going to bleed into Secret Wars. So like, how is this going to end, and how is that like Secret War? Like, how are those two going to be connected? And you know, like as Tom Holland Spider-Man is not going to be in Doomsday, but he'll be in Secret War. So like, what's the opening with like how he gets involved in Secret Wars? Who's going to be in Secret Wars that's not going to be in Doomsday, and vice versa? And then also like just who's gonna die in Doomsday? Like who are we all right, we're done with this dude. Like they were done with the like an Endgame, right? They were done with the Black Widow, even though they decided to make a Black Widow movie immediately after, which was poor timing, I thought, even though because it was a good movie. Uh yeah, so kind of weird. And then they killed off Gamora, but then she's still very much into involved in the movies. They killed off Loki, and then Loki had the most successful, Disney Plus shows, and he arguably has one of the most important roles in all this.
yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, no, definitely agree. And what I was going to say a bit ago, from that Campia show where they've read the script or they've heard from like an insider about the script and how insane it is that what they've heard and about the story and things that happen in the movie, characters that are in the movie, they don't understand how it's possible for them to make that in a movie, is how crazy some of the stuff is. So that's just super exciting as far as like the action goes, them going back to that theory there. But dude, you brought up something crazy as far as like that's one thing that I don't know at all is who's going to die in Doomsday and where's that going to go? Like because we are going to have a lot of people that are going to die, I feel like
Yep.
I feel like it's going to be pretty lame if it's just like one person gets knocked off or
And
no
then
none of
700 survive. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Right, right. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of death. Have no idea who's going to be. It's probably going to be some key players. I feel like Ant-Man. strong possibility. Thor, strong possibility.
I was
Um,
thinking Thor. Thor came to
yeah.
mind. You think Ant-Man? I
I
don't
feel
know.
like Ant-Man because he's been around for a bit too, bro. Like he
He
was
has been.
around,
He has
but
been.
but I don't know. Yeah, just I feel like in the reboot or like the soft reboot they're gonna do, they'll bring back Hank Pym instead of because that's like the OG Ant-Man. But I don't know. Maybe they won't. Um,
I could see like, I mean, like I don't know what the plans are because like the is kind of split up, Gardens of the Galaxy. So, like, what if like I doubt they did anything to Peter Quill, but like maybe Rocket and like Groot, maybe something
yeah,
happens to them, or Nebula, like Gamora, like something happens to them. Like
right.
those, I feel like those are expendable characters. Like they're just they're in fun storylines, but they don't really hold serious weight in Marvel. Um,
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if we'll see them in Doomsday. Yeah, I don't.
yeah, yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, so that's. I wonder how much screen time like a lot of these characters have because I feel like Fantastic Four's got to be a good,
Good chunk of it. The
a good
Fantastic
chunk of it.
Four,
Yeah, with
Black
Doom.
Panther, and X-Men, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think those are going to be key players, but I mean, the new Avengers, Thunderbolts, I don't know how I feel like they might not be a huge piece, maybe like here and there. I think the movie's going to be a lot like Infinity War, how it jumps around from group to group. I don't think everybody's going to be together, and I think a lot of groups aren't actually going to interact with each other. I think it's going to be all over the place. And I think Doom's just going to be raising hell. Um, I think we will see a lot of variants. I think we'll see variants of Captain America. I think we'll see variants of Iron Man probably that are going to shock people. I think there's going to be, I do think Wolverine's going to be in the movie. I think he'll be with the X-Men. I think that's one that just wasn't announced. Um, it's like a shock factor one. I think, dude, yeah, I think it's going to be so much fun. What would you rank like the before the official trailer comes out? I mean, I feel like X-Men's the obvious one, but maybe not. But what would you rank like the mini teasers that have came out?
X-Men 1, the Fantastic Four, Black Panther 2, and then I guess Captain America 3, Thor 4.
Oh, really?
Dude,
Yeah.
it's like Thor's so tricky to me. Okay, like just those movies in general, because like one was good, two was awful, three was amazing, and then four was awful. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're very hit or miss. Like when they're good, they're really good, and when they're bad, they're really bad. Um, so I don't. So his character on his own is tricky. I know now he has a daughter, which I don't know if you know. Outside of that, like the daughter in the movies is his real life daughter. Um,
Yeah, I did
so that's kind
I
of
did
cool.
hear that. I heard that like a few weeks ago.
That
Yeah.
that is cool. But
That is pretty cool.
dude, I don't know what to expect, man. I don't know what to expect. It's what got me. I remember when Infinity War came out. Um, dude, I know it's okay. Rewind. We talked about a little bit about Star Wars and how you didn't really get into Star Wars until you saw Rogue One, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
then you started watching Star Wars. That's how I
Yeah.
felt. So prior to Infinity War, I wasn't really big into Marvel. And
Oh, okay.
so then I saw the trailer to Infinity War, the first one, and I knew like the gist of it, like all the characters were coming together in this one movie.
Hmm.
And I was like, that's crazy. How's that gonna happen? I saw the trailer, I thought the trailer was amazing, and I think it was like 3 months
It was.
before. And so I took it upon myself. I saw that trailer was amazing. So I was like, all right. I think there was 22 movies to that point. I watched all 22 movies in order before Infinity War came out. I finished probably like a week before Infinity War.
Dude, that's
And,
so fun.
and so
Yeah.
when Infinity War came, let's go.
Fucking
I'm
so
ready.
hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all that to say, like, yeah, there's a lot of characters. I mean, think about like all those characters in Infinity War. Now you're adding all the X-Men and then more people like Fantastic Four and then people from, the Fox universe in general. Um,
Right. Right.
so, dude, like, I mean, we talked about this. There's no way this movie is under 3 hours. Like,
I don't think so.
this has to be like a 3.5 to 3 hour 45 minute film, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll take it. I don't want to see that a lot of the times with other movies. I'm good with like solid 2 hours, hour and a half. But
Yeah.
yeah, let this one be a good 3:15, 3:45. I'm sitting in there for the long run. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of groundwork they got to do. I'm really hoping that they make a good movie. Fingers crossed, dude, because if they flop with this one, it's going to be really, really bad. So hopefully it's solid, man. They
And
do it.
so, do we just like, are we, because Marvel has set the precedent, like every character that's in Marvel's all connected, it's all part of the story. So now, like, obviously we talked about like Moon Knight, probably going to be in Midnight Suns. Are those like, are characters like Moon Knight, are characters like Ironheart, Mephisto, like, the new show that's coming out this month, Wonder Man. Like, are those part of all these stories? Or are they its own, like they're their own thing and we're just gonna ignore them, like not being part of the movies?
Yeah, see, I think with all the shows that we got after the Infinity Saga, I don't think they're gonna be in Doomsday. I don't think there's just any gonna be any room for them. Maybe after um maybe in Secret Wars or after Secret Wars is wrapped up. But yeah, like Moon Knight, Ironheart, She-Hulk, I don't think we're gonna see them again. Um
We might
Wonder
not
Man,
even
it's
see She-Hulk at all. Like, I heard she backed out of the role entirely.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she's gone, bro. Yeah, like you were saying, I don't see them replacing like the actress that backed out like before Secret Wars. I don't think they'd risk that. I think yeah, they'll probably just bring her back after that. But Wonder Man, what's funny is he's actually a big character in the OG Secret Wars comics. So I mean, they could just like Punisher is. So I mean, if Punisher's in there. He's going to play a big role in the Spider-Man movie, we know, so maybe they leave him around. Um, I think we see like a crazy version of Hulk in Secret Wars. Um, but yeah, I think Wonder Man has a chance. The reviews that I'm seeing, did you see how good the reviews are for it
Yes,
in the
that's what I was gonna
90s?
bring up. I heard it was
Yeah,
good, and so, but that has me like, are they? I'm skeptical on this, right?
yeah,
Who thinks that this show is good, and do they have any affiliation with Marvel or Disney? Like,
yeah,
because yeah, I mean, because okay, so what if we watch it and the show is really good? Like, when are we gonna see this guy next? Right?
right.
I don't want it to be up in the air like a Moon Knight.
That's true, man. Yeah, that's true. It's I think it just depends on I honestly I bet it just depends on the reception, what the reviews end up being. I think it'll solely depend on that. I think if they're great, then I think they probably will try to shoo him into Secret Wars or something immediately after to keep him, in the in
Top of
people's
mind.
memory. I
Yeah.
think they took too long with Shang-Chi. I think they should have had like a sequel or why couldn't they throw him in another movie? Like it's the same world. I feel like they could have shoot him in somewhere, but um
Like, even in a Disney Plus show. Like,
yeah,
have him in
exactly. Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, throw him in somewhere. I mean, people forgot about him. It's been years since he's been in a movie. And he was just in one by himself. He wasn't in any follow-ups, nothing. So,
Yeah, I mean, at least he was in Barbie. I know that helped him out. He stayed busy with that, and yeah, he had his
yeah.
own movies, but yeah, they kind of, like, that was a
Yeah.
successful movie that they didn't do anything with.
Yeah, it is. And it was a good movie. I like Shang-Chi. Did
Yep,
you?
yep.
Yeah, you
I
thought it
liked
was
it. Yeah,
solid?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good one, man. But no, dude, I'm so hyped for Doomsday. We're gonna get this trailer, dude. I feel like they'll probably show Doom. So first look at him. It might be a tiny glimpse, or maybe we just hear his voice. But I'm interested to see what they cut together. If we get any more clues of what the plot's gonna be.
Dude, man, if I'm Disney, I just piss everybody off, and I don't even show Doom, or like I just show like maybe the back view of him like in his cape walking or something. I don't even show
Right.
the mask. I obviously do not show Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I don't think
I
we'll see
just
his
piss people
face.
off and let people talk about it for another 10 months.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, well, I don't think if we do see him, we're not going to see much at all. For sure, not his face. I don't think we'll see a lot of his face in the movie, but yeah, we'll see.
We got the Marvel movies, man. We're super pumped. Um, in the short time while we wait, we obviously got some serious football. We talked about Super Bowl. Obviously, this is all tied in, right? Don't think we're talking about random things. Movies and Super Bowls, they all go together, so don't be tripping. We got the Final Four left, the conference championship games, AFC championship game, NFC championship game. Did uh did you get your picks right last week? I got three of the four right. I said Rams and Seahawks, and then I said Bills and Patriots. I was obviously wrong on the Bills.
I blew it on the Bills. I thought the Bears were going to get the win. They did not. So I blew it on that one too. But so yeah, I missed those two. Um,
All right. Well, so AFC Championship game preview, Broncos Patriots. Knowing and it's in Denver, but knowing what we know, Broncos beat Bills in overtime, and then like on the last play of the game, Bo Nix, messes up his ankle, has to get surgery. He's out for the season. I mean, the line is 5.5 for the Patriots. I know it's just talking points on ESPN because they want you to think that, this in fact could be a close game, but they're starting to have me a little convinced that maybe it might be a close game. Um,
right.
just because like Bo Nix has been good, right? But he hasn't, I feel like he hasn't been amazing this season. So I don't know. I just feel like, well, he hasn't been like amazing, and the Broncos haven't necessarily won all these games because of Bo Nix. So like if they just play decent, I don't know. I feel like Jared Stidham just doesn't so long as he doesn't lose the game, the Broncos have a chance. At least that's what I'm being convinced by ESPN.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's actually where I was going to go with my take because based on last week, like even the win that I mean, they had a good win where they scored points. I was going to say besides last week where they had to put up 30, shootout with Josh Allen. Like you were saying, Bo Nix wasn't really just carrying them like that. They have a really, really good defense, probably second best defense in the AFC, um, right behind Houston. And like I think we learned from watching Houston and kind of their quarterback play that like yeah, if you just don't turn the ball over, you can actually win games or you can be in a lot of really close games. I think like yeah, if Stidham can come in and just hand the ball off, they can play great defense, which they're going to be playing at home. Mile High is a tough place to play at, so if they can keep it close, they're going to have to keep it close from the start though, because you can't give another team a lead and have any comebacks with a backup quarterback. You got to control the game from the start. So as long as they can um, keep it in their court from the start of the game, then they'll be good. But it's going to be tough overall to still get over the Patriots. I think in the end, with Vrabel just being such a good coach, him being tough, leading that group of dudes. Diggs has been there before. He hasn't won that game, but he's been there before. So he's a one of the leaders in the locker room, one of the vet guys. Drake May's one of the runners in the MVP race. He's been having a really good year. They still have a solid defense on the Patriots, so I think the Patriots will end up winning, but I think the Broncos will. I actually do think they'll keep it close, somewhat close. I'd say Patriots will win by a touchdown. I could easily see like um, maybe 20-13 scores somewhere like that.
Okay. How's the weather?
Yeah.
I guess the weather's supposed to be fine, right? It's just cold.
I bet just cold as shit. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, I can see
yeah.
that. You got the Patriots by 7?
I think Patriots by 7. Yeah, it'll be cold there. Yeah, so low is 4, high is 22 on Sunday in Denver. So yeah,
Damn. Is it
yeah,
gonna be windy? That's
yeah.
gonna be, I
I
feel
don't
like that's
know.
a big deal too. Damn, low of 4? Bro, that's crazy. Okay. I mean, I got the Patriots winning too. Like they can also play in cold weather, but yeah, the altitude obviously does play a big difference. Um,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, I got the Patriots. Somebody did say I heard. I guess a couple people saying, but again, it's just based off of past history that like Jared Stidham, like, could he possibly be another Nick Foles? Like,
Dude,
where he
that'd be
comes in.
crazy. Yeah. It's been one of those years in the NFL. I could see it happening. I really could. It would be wild.
Yep,
Dude.
it would be one of them years, man. Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, if it's Seattle that beats the Rams, ain't gonna happen. That defense will eat him alive. But if it's the Rams that come out, he'd have a better shot on the Rams. Because their defense is real good. Might be able to Pat Surtain might be able to slow down Devontae Adams, Puka a little bit. So yeah, dude, it'll be interesting.
I think if the Broncos do come out, I don't think it would be particularly close against either the Rams or the Seahawks because either one of those teams can just put up 30 plus easy on you guys. And well, particularly Seattle, they have a great defense, but just like the Rams, like they could, well they'll be playing the Super Bowl. Like where's the Super Bowl at? San Francisco this year. Weather should be
Think.
fine. Like yeah, they'll have no problem just lighting it up. Like weather's not going to be an issue. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think just for the sake of, having a good football game, I want New England to advance. So we got our picks on the AFC. What's up with the NFC? Seattle and Rams. I mean, they both had some two very good games in regular season. Rams won a close one in LA, game one. Game two, Seattle won a close game in Seattle late in the season to essentially take over that one seed. Um, but yeah, who do you think? Who you got?
I think Seattle's gonna get him again. I do. I think the 12 man's gonna be a big impact on that. I'm pretty sure they're the prime time game, so it's gonna be loud as hell there. Um, Dude, yeah, I think it's going to be Seattle. That defense is so nasty. Sam Darnold, they were saying that he was hurt last week, but he didn't play like he was hurt. He played well. I know they're down. I think Charbonnet is how you say his name. They're down him, but Kenneth Walker's still real solid. He's playing well, so I definitely see Seattle winning. I think it's going to be a close game. I could see it being a 3-point game. That's what it's been.
I could see Seattle winning close. I could see Seattle blowing the doors off of the Rams like they did the 49ers. Like I could see them
Yeah.
up 20 by 24 at halftime.
Yeah.
Um, and dude, like when they got rolling early, I mean, they took the opening kickoff for a touchdown against the Niners.
Yeah, that was nice.
That
Yeah,
was in the
good
first 10
start.
seconds, you were like, damn, this
Hell yeah.
doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Like and it was like San Francisco was never in the game.
Right.
Um, I feel like if there was, because of the crowd, because of the 12th man, if they scored early, if they score an opening kickoff, or if they score like on an 80-yard bomb, whether it's a touchdown pass or a long Kenneth Walker run for a touchdown,
Mhm.
that fan base, that 12th man might not give the Rams the opportunity to ever feel like they're in this game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they could definitely step on them. They get up just the offensive firepower they have, like just weapons on weapons. Matt Stafford's just a dealer. So, yeah, dude, I could definitely see it going that way. Um, Hopefully Seattle can get after him early to have that home field advantage because you also know like um what you're saying, man, if they get up on him, they can silence that crowd, take the 12th man out. So I mean, if they have that going for them, they jump on him early and they'll have the
That
advantage.
needs to be
Let's
like
flip it.
priority one, right? Like priority
Yeah.
one is eliminating the crowd, and you got to jump on them early. You have to jump
Yeah.
on them early. Like that first possession they have is super important.
Yeah, agree. Yeah,
So
they gotta get after it. They gotta take advantage of that. But I mean, I'm just feeling Seattle. It feels like it's their year. They've had such a great year. I think we're gonna see a ran back, man. Patriots, Seahawks. It's weird. I think that's what we're going to see.
How sick to your stomach do you have to be being a Bills fan or even a Jets fan or an AFC East fan that's not a Patriots fan and you see like Patriots have all the success with Brady and then they do a rebuild and then they're right back at it in the Super Bowl all before any other team could do anything.
Beat them to it. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, dude, yeah. I mean that's a big, big deal when you have a good GM, good owner. Like they really just take care of the team. They know who to hire. Good recruiters, good scouts that are going to go out there, get good players. But yeah, I mean it's such a big deal. Like when you have things like that, so it's obvious. Like in Cleveland, when you don't, when like they just cannot ever get a good team together. Carolina struggled for so long. There are certain teams like Arizona is like rarely ever good. Like there's certain teams that where you have these owners and they seem to not be able to hire the right people, get the right people in place. Atlanta's been struggling for a while.
So, well, then, as a Chiefs fan, are you going for the Broncos or the Patriots? I would think the Patriots, right?
Oh, Patriots. Oh, yeah, for sure. When they, yeah, I don't want the Broncos to be winning nothing. Raiders can lose all day. Chargers can lose all day.
Yeah.
Um, Man, dude, I wasn't gonna mind Buffalo winning just because I mean I like Josh Allen.
Yep.
He's a beast. And I don't want another quarterback to worry about. I'm cool with just continuing to worry about only Josh Allen. I don't need one of these other young, goofy quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl and then it's like, oh, they're a big deal. It's a whole another tough matchup. No, I'm good. Um, but yeah, dude. Yeah, no way Broncos. I do not want them to win.
Damn. That'll be
Yeah.
tricky, man. Yeah, because like I don't know what the game would be like if Bo Nix played.
Yeah,
I
very true. I would lean towards him if Bo Nix played.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Damn. Yeah, I'm surprised Buffalo lost, man. Um, that was a heartbreaker for sure. What's gonna all these damn openings, man? Everyone's just getting fired. Um, I know Buffalo Bills fired Sean McDermott right after what you talked about. You called it. Um, I think from everything I've read on social media and a lot of these Bills fans is that saying that they fired the wrong person. Like they're saying that it was Josh Allen was to blame. Sean McDermott, took the blame and he got fired for it. But the person that really should have been fired was the GM because he
Yeah.
he put the team together. And not only did he not get fired, he got a raise. He got a promotion.
Yeah. It's pretty wild out there in Buffalo, man, because they didn't have weapons for Josh Allen. They didn't really have a good solid team. They didn't have a good defense. No receivers. Best running back, or one of the best running backs in the league right now. Definitely top three. And yeah, when you have one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best running backs, you gotta have something around them to be successful. You can't just blame that on the coach. Josh Allen had a bad last game with all those turnovers. Um, but he had a controversial call at the end there with that catch. I know they haven't gotten over the hump, but there's certain things that have been in place that there's reasons why they just have not won these games. It's not because of Sean McDermott. It's not because he's not like going for it on fourth down obnoxiously when he's on his own 35 like a lot of these dumbass coaches like Brandon Staley used to do for the Chargers. He would go for it every time they fired his ass quick, like get out of here. Um, he's not like just doing obnoxious things like that. So I I'm interested to see who they replace him with. I think I saw like Dayball was getting an interview. And that was Josh Allen's offensive coordinator like first couple years. So I could see him going back there. They said that I saw them say something that they were giving Josh Allen like a big say in who they're hiring next, which is interesting.
Okay.
Um, you see, they interviewed Philip Rivers today for their
Philip
head coaching
Rivers.
job.
I
Yeah,
also read, thanks to our good buddy and Chargers fan, Matt, that
yeah,
they obviously the Chargers hired Mike McDaniel at OC. After
yeah.
they hired him, the Bills requested to interview him for head coach. And so like
Really?
he interviewed them while he was just like hired as the OC. So
It's interesting.
I don't know. And then the obviously Chargers just lost their defensive coordinator to the
Yeah.
Ravens for head coach. So
It's weird. A couple of the head coaches that have been hired so far, like Baltimore's new head coach, who the hell is that guy? Dolphins' new head coach, like very random like coordinators that were not in the mix at all, like as far as in the mainstream news, on the sports end. Like yeah, those names just weren't being tossed around. So we'll see how they do. I'll be interested to see that if those are just like these hidden gems that nobody knew about, and these
yeah,
teams
I
just
mean, if you think about it, right, like every coach starts off as a coordinator.
yeah.
So surely one of these has to hit, and then when the coaches get fired, they're like, you just leave more coaches out there that are essentially free agents.
Yeah.
And do they have to look in the mirror, like become coordinators all over again, or are they able to get another NFL coaching job?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, Stefanski got a pretty. I know people hate on him because of what he did with the Browns. I guess on how he ended, but he was a good coach for the Browns. Like he won Coach of the Year twice with them. They went to the playoffs. They won a playoff game. It didn't end well for him there, but I feel like he's a good coach. I don't know, but dude, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, these names that the Green Bay defensive coordinator is the Dolphins head coach. Like that's random. Um,
Yeah.
Chargers defensive coordinator. Like I guess that's random too. I don't know. I mean, it hurt the Chargers. The Chargers wanted him, so you know. I don't know that I haven't heard any Green Bay fans say like, "Oh, damn, we're gonna miss our defensive coordinator." So
Yeah.
maybe that was I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a big deal. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it was random for sure. But I am also, I mean, I'm curious to see where people like Mike McDaniel says like if he in fact is he gonna stay with the Chargers, because that would be a good move.
I
Being a
think so.
coordinator. Multiple rumors that are the same rumor, but from multiple sources that they probably like don't hold any weight, but still hearing it from multiple people is like, okay, it's not a crazy rumor, is that um Texans would move on from CJ Stroud this offseason. And what even though CJ has 1 year left on his contract. So I guess the theory is he has 1 year left on his contract. Naturally, that means that they want an extension. And if they don't get an extension, that they could sit out. Well, CJ, he's played himself out of that, like that long-term extension based on
Hmm.
his last two performances.
Yeah.
Like they crushed the Steelers in the playoffs. No thanks
Yeah.
to CJ. And they basically lost the Patriots game because of him.
Yeah.
So that being said, like, he could potentially hold out. And the Texans, may not want to pay him anything, let alone pay him what he wants. So they could try to deal him and something they could try to trade him this offseason. And one move that I saw that they could make was they would trade him for Burrow in Cincinnati, but then
Oh
like
yeah.
throw a lot more draft picks with CJ Stroud to
Hmm.
Cincy. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's intriguing if you're a Bengals fan or a GM or anybody in the front office there, but obviously if you're a Texans fan, dude, like if you have a chance to get Burrow, dude, trade everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see who gets shuffled around. There'll be some more players that get shuffled around in the off season. Um, I think. Yeah, dude, it's just so hard to tell. Like I think because I think they're gonna have to do a lot in Cincinnati too. Just speaking of Burrow, like that's another team that has a really good quarterback. Defense is just complete buns, and like they just have they get no stops, nonstop points. They were scoring 40 a game and still
They
losing.
were the worst defense this year.
Yeah, by far. I mean, just brutal. So. They have a lot of work to do there. They spent all their money on offense. I don't know how the hell they're going to be able to have a good team, like all around team, unless they get rid of one of those guys. So I don't know, man. Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun time in the NFL though because there's not like clear dominance
Hmm.
of like yeah, like there's like an automatic team that's going to win every year. There's not like any super powered ass teams right now, so it's fun. It's fun. It'll see where I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, man. Then you of course like well we talked about like Buffalo, but like you have the OGs like what's gonna happen with Baltimore? What's gonna happen with Kansas City?
Yeah.
Like what's you know are they gonna be back next year?
I don't know, man. Mahomes is out the whole offseason. So yeah, it's up in the air. I think we're just gonna have to see. It's really just how those guys can play together in the offseason without him. He'll be there in the locker room. He won't be on the field, but he'll be there in the locker room mentoring and things like that. But it's gonna be a big team responsibility. We'll see more about Travis Kelce. We haven't heard about that yet. Um, yeah, Baltimore, new coach. Is Lamar? I mean, you hear whispers about them maybe moving Lamar. Have no idea. So who knows if he'll be there? Yeah, dude, it could be a crazy off season.
Yeah, for sure. Who are the what's the solution right now for Kansas City's backup quarterback?
Dude, they don't really have one. They had that Oladokin guy.
Hmm.
Um, that was our third string. Minshew tore his ACL.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to sign someone. So I'd say they don't have one right now. They had moved up a practice squad guy towards the end, but um, dude, I wish Jameis Winston wasn't locked into a contract with the Giants because I would love to have Jameis Winston, dude. He'll throw a couple pick sixes, but he's gonna throw a couple touchdowns too. So
Dude, he'll throw
I'm
three
quick.
touchdowns for and five picks. Or
Yeah,
like he reminds me of like just a dumber version of Brett Favre. Like he'll just
yeah.
bro. Like he'll
He
swing
put
and slang it.
he does hella play like Brett Favre actually. Yeah, he doesn't run around like Brett Favre would run around, but he throws it like him. He's a gunslinger for sure. He's fun. He's hilarious too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll need to sign someone though. Like I wish they could grab him. Dude, I can't off the top of my head, I can't even think of like any other quarterbacks that would be uh
Surely there's somebody in the draft.
yeah, probably someone in the draft they could grab. Maybe or like yeah, like if, even yeah, free agent if it's not in the draft.
Like I don't know, maybe like thinking outside the box. What about like Marcus Mariota? I don't know his situation is. Um, like a vet backup. Um, yeah, like I don't know what the guy's situation is. Like what's up with like what's Joe Flacco's situation gonna be next year? Like I mean, I don't know. Like what's Carson Wentz? Like what's yeah, like what are their roles next year? So, I mean, and Carson Wentz has been on the Chiefs before, so I don't know if it's, worth having, to come back for a year.
Yeah, yeah, he was with us 2 years ago. Yes, that's Mariota wouldn't be mad about. Don't know if he'd fit our scheme, but I wouldn't be mad about grabbing him because he's played well a few times. Like he played well with the Commanders.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, like he started half the season this year. And the Raiders they haven't found their coach yet.
Dude, no, yeah, they don't have a coach either. They need to get on that now. Like, yeah, dude.
Mhm.
It's these teams like they want to talk about rebuilding and things like that, then they drag ass when it comes to doing certain things. Like you got to make these decisions. Like, yeah, of course, make the right decision, the one that you feel is right, but like you got to do this stuff ASAP. The season's getting going next year. The season's over. Like, I mean, you were trash last year. Coach is gone. Cool. On to the next. It's been like what, a few weeks now since Pete Carroll got fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so like yeah, they need to make an announcement like this upcoming week. I feel like that's something you need to like replace very
Dude,
quickly.
I haven't even heard anybody's interviewing with them.
Yeah, yeah, I haven't either. Yeah, it's crazy. They need to get on that quick though.
Like, are they too focused about who they're going to pick number one? Like, I mean, look, we're not in the front office. But from my eyes, it looks like they're focusing on the draft and not the coaching, which number one, it shouldn't be this or that. It can be both, but they're treating it as a this or that, and
They
they're
could be.
draft first.
Yeah, they for sure could be. I don't see any way they wouldn't get Mendoza though. I feel like that's probably locked in.
Yeah, that'll be locked
Um,
in.
yeah, yeah. So, like I said, I don't know why they're not working on a coach. Don't know why there haven't been talks of people interviewing. You're right. I have no idea whose name's even in the hat for that. So, but I mean, like I said, the draft's coming up. You need to have assistant coaches. A lot of the time, head coaches bring in their own assistants, their own staff. You got to get that rolling, man. So it's like, yeah, I don't know
Yeah, Mendoza's
what's going
gonna
on.
come in and he's like, they're gonna be like, all right, well, just chill out for a little bit. We're gonna get you some coaches soon.
Yeah, yeah. Or the coach starts what, just 3 weeks before you go to draft day. Like that doesn't make any sense, like at all.
All right, man. So we got, I mean, are we calling it? We got Seahawks and Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, we'll lock it in. We'll lock it in.
Okay, I like that. Of all the trailers we've listed, removing Marvel from it, removing Doomsday or Spider-Man, is there any other trailer that you could you'd be stoked to see?
Hmm. Maybe like a new one for Disclosure Day, that UFO Spielberg movie, because we didn't really get a whole lot of a feel for what the actual story was going to be. Just know it's going to be kind of like a alien type movie, but don't know if it's like an invasion. Don't know if it's like what kind of alien it is. So yeah, maybe one for that. What about you?
That could be a good one for sure. Yeah, because the first trailer like it told a lot without telling anything.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think I don't know, maybe another Odyssey trailer of some sort.
yeah.
Um Honestly, dude, like just show me Toy Story 5 trailer. I hate that they keep making these movies. Like they should have stopped at 3.
Hmm.
The fourth one wasn't like I don't feel like it was great. But I understand like there's always stories that could be told, right? I
Yeah,
mean, especially in the animated world. Um, so they felt like they could tell more. Now tablets and AI are getting involved in the stories, which I understand like that's an appealing storytelling, for modern day toys. So
yeah, yeah.
that could be cool, but I mean, sure, show me the trailer. Well, let's see it. Uh,
Exactly.
but yeah, I saw they dropped the new Masters of the Universe trailer. I think
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
was that yesterday maybe or today?
Hmm.
With He-Man. Did you catch that one?
Dude, I did see it, but I was never into He-Man really, so I don't really know any of the lore. The trailer looked, I mean, it looked all right. It looked kind of like um, I saw some people mentioning like kind of Thor like vibes. It did kind of remind me of Thor Ragnarok, and I'm hoping it's a little bit closer to Thor Ragnarok than Love and Thunder, and it's not goofy. It had some little goofy feels though in it. I'm a little nervous. It's a little too silly, but um, I'm hoping I'm
It's
hoping it's good.
definitely
I'm for it.
got Thor vibes. It's got Guardians of the Galaxy vibes.
Yeah,
Got it's got a lot of those vibes. It even has like Dungeons and Dragons vibes, which even Dungeons and Dragons was very like Guardians of the Galaxy, like cut from the same cloth. Which if you that's not a bad angle like to make a movie because like those were good movies.
they are. Yeah, for
I
sure.
on the premise of the trailer alone, it looked like it was just too much CGI.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, we'll see. I'll check it out. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, right. I'll watch it.
Master of the Universe, that one was like that was an 80s show. That was an 80s thing. So, I mean, look, it's an IP, so it's easy to take a risk on. Movie studios, they have this perception like, oh, like the audience now are gonna love this thing from 40 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
says who?
Right.
Like yeah, so like I get you look, you said it earlier about Running Man, right? Running Man, that was a remake from the 80s and
Hmm.
it just didn't fare well at the box office this year. And you know, that was I would argue that that's like a cult classic, but it's not. It wasn't like a classic classic. It wasn't like a box office monster. So
You're right.
just because a couple studio heads loved it then doesn't mean that it's going to translate to now.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope Master of the Universe doesn't speak for them as well, but I guess we'll see. Episode 7 in the books.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Next time we'll be talking, man, we'll be talking about Super Bowl preview.
Crazy.
Um, we'll have received the invite to go to the Marvel the what's it called, the D23
Yeah,
panel.
D23.
We'll get
That'd be lit.
invited because we know Disney follows us, so
Yeah.
all fun things ahead, man. But episode 7, that's a wrap. Um, our picks: Bronco or Patriots, Seahawks, Super Bowl. Book it,
Lock it in.
lock it in. While you're locking it in, like, subscribe, thumbs up, notification bell, all the above. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Weather Channel app, wherever you can find us. That's where we're at. But I'm Ruben. It's that dude Brandon. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yes, sir.